Registered dietitian Melissa LeBlanc's on the show today to tell us how we can achieve a healthier balance with our diets and also to interpret the 80-20 concept for us. Melissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Vijay.
So as a dietitian, what does the 80-20 concept mean for you?
Well, it means that 80% of the time you're eating well, and then 20% of the time leaves room to enjoy those foods that aren't necessarily part of Canada's food guide.
That's a great concept then.
It is a good concept, and it's one that I promote often because healthy eating is not about restricting unhealthy foods altogether. It's about having a balance and making nutritious choices more often, and sometimes including sweet treats like baked goods.
Well, that's actually also the more sustainable way to eat healthier. If you're eating a baked product which is low on fat, does that also mean it's low on calories?
Well, not necessarily, and sometimes low-fat baked goods have more sugar in them. So you have to ask questions, read labels. So if you're buying baked goods that are pre-made, it's important to be informed.
Okay. Melissa, any tips on cutting down on fats, oils, and sugar when we're baking at home?
Absolutely, and baking at home is a great way to cut back on those calories and control what you're putting into your baking. So I have 3 tips for you today to make baked goods at home a little healthier.
Okay, so what's the first one?
So the first one is when a recipe calls for sugar, cut the amount in half. A lot of times it doesn't have an impact on your finished product. Second one is with the butter and oil. Again, cut it in half and use the other half. Try applesauce or another pureed fruit.
And what's number 3?
And number 3 is try substituting half of your flour with whole grain or whole wheat flour. And to boost the fiber, add some wheat germ or some ground flaxseed to your baked good.
Okay, so I get that, Melissa. Now we've taken care of the sugar content, the amount of fat in the baked product. What about portion size?
Yeah, and that's a great point. So portion sizes are getting bigger, I've noticed. So if you're going to enjoy a sweet treat, have it in a smaller quantity, share it with someone, and just eat it slowly to enjoy it fully.
Well, Melissa, thank you for being on the show and showing us a way to enjoy sweet stuff in small quantities.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.